Hello everybody, sorry to get me back to the video, and we are reacting to Infinite Swoosh. School stories featuring the odd ones out. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I wasn't. And, let's get this going.
Who wants to start?
How are we doing this?
Who just wants to let it out?
So James is teaching me about math in this video. Hey everybody, welcome to this month's episode of Swoosh Brings on his friends to talk about fun things. Today we have the odd ones out, the pioneer of school stories, okay?
Shut up.
When I was in 7th or 8th grade, I had a big crush on one of my classmates. And there was like maybe 10 kids.
I thought you were going to say teacher, and I was going to be like,
no, what is wrong with you? I had a crush on one of my classmates because there was only like 10 of us in our little private school in my class. One day we were watching some like documentary in history class, and I was sitting next to this girl that I liked, and I was like, you can't mess that up. But I did. I remember I like farted, and like she was like, Did you just fart? And I was like, no, I didn't just fart. I remember like being like, no, that was my desk. And I literally started shaking.
I was moving it, see?
Yeah, I started shaking my desk to like make a noise.
It wasn't the same sound?
No, of course it wasn't the same sound. And I think I was even like, see, it's the same, you know?
What lesson did we learn from that story, Swoosh?
Don't fart in front of women.
That's a good one.
They'll never understand.
Girls don't fart, so. Swoosh, can I ask you a question? Have you ever cheated?
Well, I'm perfect, so no, duh.
I had a class. It was a math class, and we had a lunch in the middle of that class. We would have these like big long math tests, but they wouldn't split them up. So we would start the math test, go to lunch, and then finish the math test.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Like,
so many opportunities to cheat.
What were you expecting? You know, like
hide the answers in the burger.
We would do the test and then go to lunch, and then everyone in the class would like sit at a table just discussing the test. Just,
oh my gosh.
How do you do
dude,
number 14?
That's
how
so
do you do
dumb.
number 12? It was great.
No. That reminds me of something too. In our history class, we had this teacher who I mentioned in the teacher stories video. Great guy. His name was Mr. Mead. I had Mr. Mead in basically every year. It was like 7th to 11th grade we had Mr. Mead because it was a small private school. The highest I would get on the test would be like a 97. And I always wanted to get a 100 just for fun.
Just want a perfect record.
Exactly. So one day I came in, I was super prepared. I had everything in my brain. I was going to ace
Brain blast.
this test.
Do
okay?
you remember what the lesson was? Like, what was it about? Like, American history? Like,
No,
the
dude, of
Revolutionary
course
War?
I don't. So I do the test, and then my friend behind me is like, dude, Susan is cheating. And I was like, dude, what? What? My test is almost done. I look over, and Susan, she had a bunch of index cards with the answers, and I was like, Susan. And like, Mr. Mead saw me and my friend talking about it, and he was like, will you boys stop talking? And I was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Mead. I get my test back, and I got a 95. And I go, huh? And it says -5 for talking. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And then that was when I was like, Mr.
Listen, if any teacher does this, I gotta say, you are hated. Just say that. You are hated for that.
Mead. Susan was cheating, and that's why I was talking. I didn't cry, but you know.
Yeah, but you tattletaled a little bit.
Well, dude, I wanted a perfect
You
score,
wanted the perfect
man.
100. You never got that perfect 100?
Nope, I
That
never.
perfect
Dude,
hundo?
literally, for the rest of high school, I never got a 100 on one of his tests.
Wow.
This is like a weird topic, but one thing I learned to hate because of school was pooping in public bathrooms. Okay? When I'm like on the toilet or whatever, and someone's in a stall next to me or like comes
When I'm
in,
doing my business.
I'm sitting there not moving a muscle. Like, they know I'm there.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm making a little badonk sound in freaking dead silence.
They need to play music in bathrooms,
Dude,
because I totally agree.
for
with you.
real.
It's so quiet. You like hear the door open. You hear the
I
footsteps.
know, dude. Oh my god.
And then they sit down, and then it's silence. And then it's just
Oh,
two of
dude.
you just in this silent room, and then you just Was there a time when you had to be like, I can't hold it in anymore? Excuse me, Mr. Mead.
I mean,
can I go to the bathroom?
You know what I actually do remember from Mr. Mead is that one of the girls would be like, can I use the bathroom? And he's like, sure. And they would go. And then I'd be like, hey, Mr. Mead, can I go to the bathroom? Well, Susan's not back yet. And I'm like, but Susan's a girl. Like, I need to use it, Mr. Mead.
We only
Come
have
on,
a
man.
one hall pass.
You know what's worse than not being able to use the bathroom? Not having a good VPN.
What?
Oh God, no.
This video was
he, he basically just said that. Ugh.
No, dude, we didn't have a problem with it. It's free. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video.
Did you do prom at school?
No, dude, we didn't have a problem at all.
Oh, you didn't even have prom? Like they didn't even do it? I remember telling my mom that I didn't want to go to prom. Like, this is stupid. I'm not going to have a good time. And my mom was like, you gotta go to prom. You need to have that moment in your life, you know? And now I'm glad I did it. But you never had prom, Swoosh?
I did. No, I didn't, bro. No. I would have saved that whole farting incident with the other crush. I could have just been like, let me show you a good time. I'm sorry about that one incident.
Let me buy you flowers. Did you have a senior prank?
Dude, my senior year was during COVID, so it got
Really?
like cut in half.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in 2020, dude.
You're the class of 2020? That's got to be like a title.
At every family graduation until we're dead, we're gonna bring up how we were robbed, and no one's gonna care.
Did you have to wear a uniform, Swoosh?
Yes, we did have to wear a uniform, man. It was like button-up blue shirt, navy blue pants, black dress shoes, and a navy blue tie, man.
A tie?
Yeah, I wore a tie to school every day.
Do you have a picture of this?
I do have a picture of it. I gotta find one. This was me on the first day of 7th grade.
Oh, look at little baby Swoosh.
In 1st grade, we would go to gym class. The teacher would like put deodorant on our arms, and you might be like, what are you talking about?
What?
But the deodorant was called Speed Stick, and we thought that if we got this on our arms, we could run super fast. I fully believed it. And like she would go,
1st grade.
I was like, give me a Speed Stick, and she would like wipe it on my arm, and I just start running, bro. I was like zooming.
Did you ever have a teacher that was pregnant?
I like how that just cut.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR financing on 2024 Acura models.
Because my 1st grade teacher didn't stop teaching when she was pregnant, and that really sucked. You know, we're in 1st grade. This is like our 2nd year of school ever, and this teacher is throwing up in the trash cans and had a very short
Oh my
temper.
gosh. Did she ever like see you eating your lunch and being like, I'm craving something, and like grab it off your like little grubby hands and start eating it?
We would like be doing like an assignment. We were like writing or something, and then just in the corner, I hear her.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
just in the trash can
what?
and stuff. There, we pat her on the back.
That kid's probably older than me now.
Oh shoot, you're so right. Oh my god.
Wait, how old are you in 1st grade?
Like probably like 6 or 7, right?
And you're 6 years older than me, dude.
Yeah, so maybe
Oh
you
my
are
gosh.
that kid. Is your mom Mrs. Clark?
Yes! I remember there was one day where my friend James, he carved bruh into the toilet paper dispenser.
Okay, so he vandalized.
Mr. Josh Brolin, callback from the teacher's video. In the morning announcements, he was like, who wrote bruh on the toilet paper dispenser? And like, I remember James being like, dude, that was me. And I was like, dude, you wrote bruh on the toilet paper dispenser? So it was 2022. My cousin was like a senior, okay? And I was like helping out with the school's like field day with like activities. And I remember by the end of the day, the principal was like, we're gonna do senior hide and seek. I remember feeling so left out, and I ran up to the principal and I was like, dude, my senior year was cut in half. Please let me participate. I'm begging you. And he goes, all right, Nathan's gonna join too. And I was like, yippee! And I like ran out of the crowd and everything. My friend Tim from our last video that we recorded, who choked on stage, that guy.
Yeah.
I was like, Tim, we gotta hide somewhere, dude. And he's like, okay, I have a great idea. There was this small room where the vending machine is. Above the vending machine, on the ceiling, there's a little door.
On the ceiling?
On the ceiling, like a very small one.
Like an attic?
Yeah, like an attic type thing. I remember in high school seeing it and being like, dude, wherever that goes, I don't even know. So like Tim was like, I got this crazy idea. Let's get in there.
That's gonna be a killer hiding spot.
So we like got like chairs and we like jumped up there. It was like really hard to get up there. And like someone even like pushed our feet up, dude. No one could find us. We're definitely not supposed to be up there. And we find this little crevice where you can like crawl under. Because they start to find out that like we're up here in this room. So Tim tries to like crawl away.
They're in the walls.
Dude, his feet came through the ceiling and they were like, oh my goodness. Like his feet were like hanging through the ceiling and he like backed up and there were like 2 giant holes in the ceiling. Tim got like in major trouble. They were like, is anyone else up there? And he like looks back at me. Nah, there's no one up here. And he went down, dude. And I stayed up there. I was up there and I remember like a teacher at one point was like, Nathan, get down from there. And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
game's over.
Here's the picture.
Oh my god.
Dude, I regret nothing, man. You know?
Yeah, that was good.
Well, thank you for joining.
I respect that. I put Infinite Swoosh on the channel thing. Subscribe to him and Odd1sOut. And that's all we have for today. I'll do one last video. It's pretty dang short. Peace, and may the cosmos be with you.